Welcome back everyone to Art a la Carte, and today I'm going to be showing you how to draw a basic penguin. For this tutorial I'm going to be using a 4B pencil, so it'll be nice and dark for you to be able to see, and then just some regular drawing paper. So for this penguin it's going to be a little bit more of a realistic penguin. So I'm going to start off with a circle for the penguin's head. In comparison to the rest of its body, its head's going to be a rather small circle. So I'm going to put a circle for the head, and then I'm going to put a large kind of squared oval shape for the body of the penguin. Just like so. Then you have to decide which way you want your penguin looking. I'm going to have mine looking off this direction. So I'm just going to go along with this line here, and I'm just going to kind of come all the way up to the top of the head for the penguin. And just connect that right in there. And have it come all the way around, so it's just this really just seamless line all the way up. And stop just before I get to the halfway mark. And here I'm going to put in my line for the beak. Bring the beak line out. And then I'm going to taper this line out and down towards the point of the beak. The beak is going to be about roughly this, a little bit smaller than the size of the head circle. Just a little bit, but almost about the same size that you would put in for this head circle. Have that come out. And then I'm going to have the bottom part of the beak come down, but as it gets closer, it's going to taper down towards the bottom of that circle. Now it's going to, when it gets down to that bottom circle and it connects with the squared oval, I'm going to have a kind of a sharp angled curve, so it's going to come down and then directly back out for the chest of the penguin. And kind of flow down there. Now the back side of the penguin, I'm just going to have it kind of come out, and depending on how, what type of penguin you have, or even as far as how much they've been eating lately, because there's certain times of the year when penguins don't get to eat a lot, so they're a little bit skinnier. You would have this oval shape be thicker or thinner. So I'm going to have this one just kind of come out just a little bit more. But as this line comes down towards the bottom, you're going to notice it tapers down just a little bit. I'm just going to put in some block lines for where his little feet will be, to kind of block them in. And his tail is going to kind of come out for a little bit of a rounded triangle right there. Just like that. You have his little legs right there, and then goes into his little clawed little feet. And again, depending on how well they've been eating, or if they're sitting up straight, you might not even see this part of their body. It might just come all the way down. But if they're doing a little bit of walking, they'll be standing up a little bit higher. Interesting fact is it's the dads that really help take care of the babies and the eggs, and they'll actually carry the eggs and the chicks right in here. It keeps them warm. That's kind of fun. So there I have kind of my basic penguin shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here to this neck part here, and I'm going to draw a line coming out and then cutting down kind of directly down the middle of this. And this is going to block off the kind of the black part of his feather work and the white part of his feathers. And it's going to come down till it reaches where I want his wing to start. Where his wing comes, if you cut that in half and cut that in half, so you cut this in fourths, about 1/4 way down, you're going to cut in the wing, which is going to have a little bit of a, not a straight line to it, it's going to swoop back just a little bit and then forward again. Kind of want to just think of a bird wing shape. They don't have the feathers that you would think of as a bird, because they don't fly, they swim. So their feathers would be very, very small and very packed together. So you really just get to see that actual shape of the wing itself. And then you can bring in the kind of pattern of the feathering back behind there. So if you're having a hard time kind of with this bird shape, I do have a video on drawing a bird wing. You can kind of look at that. It'll kind of show you how that's kind of similar, or also you can look at your reference photos. So let's look at some of the detail on the penguin's face. And again, these change with different types of penguin. I'm going to make kind of more of a, I guess maybe this is an emperor penguin, but they have that really pretty orange, kind of orangey yellow splash on their neck. So I'm going to kind of come up and just draw this little kind of a loop right there, and I'm going to fill that in with some color. And then on their beak, they have this really kind of orangish red part to their beak. I'm just going to color that in. Now it's really dark, you really won't see their eyes, but I'm going to go ahead and just draw in where I would have the eye to be. I might put a little bit of a shine there. Once you have the penguin shape the way you want it, go ahead and take your eraser and clean it up all the lines you don't need. I'm going to go ahead and switch to my 6B pencil, which is very dark, because I want these lines to be nice and crisp. You could also use a black color pencil for this part, crayon marker, but I'm just going to begin adding in some of my shading for the black part. I don't want this wing to totally disappear and melt into the back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bit of a rim light. So I'm going to draw a line just right along the edge there that I haven't filled in with color. And I'm going to color the back part of that, but leave that white line white. And what that's going to end up doing is distinguish the wing from the back of the bird. So once you have the black feathers filled in the way you want, don't forget to add a little black to the feet. So the next thing you can do is take a lighter pencil. So I have a 2B here, and I'm just going to very lightly add in some shading. So I'm going to take the side of the pencil and just run it across just to add a little bit of a dimension. I'm going to put it here right along the chest of the penguin, bring it on down. I'm going to add a little bit of shadowing underneath this wing, not too much. I don't want it to blend in. Then for my final touch, I'm going to take my color pencil here, and I'm going just to add in a little bit of color. I'm going to start off with my lightest color first, so I'll start off with my yellow. I'll grab a little bit more orange, start in that corner that has a darker saturated color. Lay that in there. I'm also going to use this color on his beak. So there we have our lonely penguin in a blizzard. So if you want to add a little bit of detail, you could add some background. So I'm going to take the side of my pencil and just kind of place in some of the snowy scape that he's waddling around in. And you could even put some of the snow drifts and snowy mountains in the background. But I think we're just about done with this basic penguin. So what's your favorite kind of penguin? Leave that in the comment box below. And until next time, keep drawing, have fun, and we'll see you next time. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.